So, with that being said, let's talk about it. Yo, so it's weird, right? I was talking about the whole aspect of shit like syndrome in the last video and how us as artists, either artists that's coming into the community or artists that's basically been in the community, a lot of us have given up. A lot of us have like, what's the point? The shit. And like I was saying in the last video, Adam Duff, thank you for the shout out. I appreciate that. And everybody that was in the comment sections of that original video, I appreciate the ones that agreed and understood where I was coming from, just the empathy in the aspect, also the aspect of the disagreeers. I'll just say the people that basically had a point to prove, basically saying that, you know, it doesn't matter what you do with AI, you shouldn't use it at all whatsoever.
Bless you. Yo, my man, she's good, all right? She's good already. She's blessed. Nah. She's good. She's blessed already. You hear me? She's good. I'm telling you that.
Not at all. Cool. Thank you for your opinion. It's here though. It's here though. So, like my last video said, what are you gonna do about it? I bring that story up to say that also, as far as the camaraderie that people are asking for, because I was watching Cody video, and Cody, I actually fuck with your art. I actually like your art a lot. It reminds me like of Magic the Gathering. If he ever watches this, I'm not even sure if he watches this because he probably don't agree with my point. And some people just, the moment you say something that you don't like, no, hee-haw. Like they fucking like that Family Guy skit. Like, no, they don't want to hear it. Like, that's how y'all was acting. That's exactly how y'all was acting, bruh. It is like, no. I'm like,
sorry, Kevin Bacon wasn't in Footloose.
What? Of course he was.
No, he wasn't. You lose.
Of course he was. He was the star.
Nope, you're wrong. Look it up.
I don't have to look it up. It's common knowledge.
Nope.
He was on the cover of People magazine when the movie everyone knows Kevin Bacon was a star of Footloose. It was a huge movie. He was the lead.
No.
Like, bro, just like chill, bro. Like, you're doing too much. And I'm sorry, but I was matching the energy that y'all was giving in them comments. That's why I had so much colorful language with that topic. I think that it was more so the aspect of I was kind of deterred from the community, and I still don't even want to be in that community. If y'all gonna be, first of all, hypocritical, because I know y'all use AI. Sometimes you'll be using AI and y'all won't even fucking know it, because the apps that we use don't fucking want to tell us the truth on what ways they're implementing our data inside of the internet or our data inside of these companies. Let's just start up fucking there on a human level. Humans versus companies. I'm with that. Regulation with these companies, I'm with that. I understand that they want to steal our information. I understand that they want to steal our data. I understand that they want to steal our art. What's going on about how we bring protected though? Policies that's being influenced, i.e. politics and politicians. We're not going to get into that because I don't even want to start. Please don't come on my channel with that bullshit. Lord Jesus. I do agree with politics. I do think that it should be discussed, but certain situations y'all be on some like that donkey again, like no. It's like no type of way of empathy, no type of way of having a discussion about the topic because of your personal views on a civic politician rather than a policy that's being at hand, or asking for some type of direct initiative on helping direct community. And then we got motherfuckers that don't want certain communities to be helped at all. Obviously, you see that I'm very passionate about politics. That's why I don't want to go into a discussion, because if we're going to talk about it, let's have a progressive and conductive conversation, which we might, but maybe on another, because I see if y'all niggas can't even have fucking conversations about AI, I don't have no fucking, I got no chance in hell talk about politics. Y'all niggas is fucking crazy, bruh. I digress. It's kind of disappointing to see how people treated each other, first of all, because it was kind of like what Adam Duff said in his video. When you go to those comment sections and you see how divisive, that's the right word, that's the perfect word to describe that, how divisive it made the AI community. And we're all fucking artists, right? Now, it was motherfuckers that did art, like actual art, and agreed, and there was actually motherfuckers that didn't do art. Let me say it was motherfuckers that did art and agreed, and there was motherfuckers that did not as much art. I'll say motherfuckers that did not as much visual art that were having a discussion with us a lot of the times, and then it's kind of like, I think it's more so a personal thing. You gotta respect people's opinions, dog. Let's just respect people and then respect their opinions. You know what I mean? Agree to disagree type shit, which is cool. I'm not here to make you agree. I'm just trying to let you know that this is how I look at it. Like now, that brings me to my point of AI being used in other communities, because I'm thinking more so on the aspect of writing. I'll just talk about writing, and I was trying to do some research on how do writers think about AI. Obviously, they don't agree with George Martin. He was talking about the aspects of AI being used and how it's dangerous in a sense, but I think he was basically trying to choose his words carefully, because I'm surprised he didn't castrate it as, you know, basically cast it all like it's gonna be hell to pay. Like, but he was mad at AI, but he also, I think that it was a video describing how he was also mad at fan art, fan derivatives. What is it? Fan fiction, fanfic. And you know, that's a whole thing too, where people will make fan fictions, even in the anime and manga community, where people will literally make relationships of characters that never really exist. Like, I want to get into that because I like the aspect of creating a whole new dynamic with characters that we didn't expect. Usually you see it within I'll just say mostly when I see it, it's like a LGBT type of relation, where, you know, a lot of those community want to be represented in a way that they feel have ties to certain characters, which is understandable. But the artists, sometimes they be like, nah, don't do that to my character. They be like, don't do that to my character. But I say that to say, first, when I heard George Martin basically kind of like cast some type of, he basically said he don't fuck with fan fiction of his art. He said that basically, I'm paraphrasing, but he's basically said that he doesn't fuck with fan fiction of his art, and that's art. That's his right. You know what I mean? That's his art. He's the original creator. But also, it goes into question. It goes into question of somebody recently. I'm not sure recently, but somebody made 2 more books in his style and his type of voice, his writing style, in the AI program. And you best believe that shit was probably on point, because I think that they had a backing. They had probably people reading that shit. So basically he put his shit in the engine and used his type of style of writing. And I don't think he sold it. But he did he do fanfic? And is that considered a part of fanfic? I'm not sure, because I'm not in communities. I'm just posing a question. That's one of the writers writing, because it's like he didn't do anything but write prompt, you know what I mean? But he knows what he likes, and he knows style and taste going based off. Is that fan fiction, or is that just considered I guess AI writing? But I guess it's no, right? I'm looking at it like no. But I say all that to say, basically, I see a lot of writers go on YouTube. I'm actually on a page right now, and they have this. I'm looking at it completely objective. I'm not trying to cast any type of shame. I'm just shedding a light. I'm shedding a light on certain things, because it goes back to the hypocrite shit. I just don't like the hypocritical nature of the artist, quote unquote, community, or creatives being mad at AI impacting their department of art, like photography, or their department of art, i.e. writing, like I'm doing right now, and they still use AI art in other aspects. And it's like, if y'all want solidarity, let's all pay. You know what I mean? Because I hear a lot of y'all in the comment section, or I hear even people like Cody, like, that's why I brought him up, because he was like, let's stand on some type of principle, let's all be together. And it's like, these niggas don't know what a code is, dog. There's no code. People just trying to do what they got to do, and I'm not gonna hold you. You got to do what you got to do to survive in this damn, because it goes back to my last video. I understand why it's so deterring to even get into the artist field, because you're not for sure if you're gonna make, first of all, you're not for sure if you're gonna make money in general, then you're also not sure if you're gonna make enough money to fucking survive in America. We already are having an epidemic where there's homelessness. People are getting put out on the fucking street. So when you create, you're doing this shit purely out of love of fucking creating. Period. Now, I say that when I hear people say things like have a code of ethics, man, just create because you want to fucking create. That's how if you fit. And then if you want to use certain programs like AI to implement some type of generative images, like how Ergo did, that's on you. Do what you feel like helps you get into the mode of creating. Do what you have to do to if you feel like you have to go and search for images, i.e. shit like Pinterest, shit, if you want to do that, do that. If you want to do the, like I said before, the 3D model, if you want to do that, do that. We was just talking about in the community that I'm in about photo bashing and what's the line of photo bashing and how do you, what if you pull a picture like of Mickey, but you merge that picture and you switch that picture around and you liquefy that picture, like, is that not a way of using somebody's literally a figure like Mickey, a copyrighted thing? Or did you create something totally, did you transform it? You know what I mean? You transform the whole thing, which is exactly what photo bashing is. You transform altogether. They have people in the field that look like Marco Nealer. I'm not sure if you'll ever see this fucking video, but he do that and he's literally a professional in the field. I think it's an aspect of where do your fucking feelings lie matter of AI. And that's how you feel, stand on that shit. But your feeling and the way that this shit called life is set up, sometimes, boy, you just be surprised on how a lot of shit that we think is supposed to have a code or a code of ethics or a code of honor or a code of conduct, and you realize that's not how this shit works in a lot of fucking aspects of life. You just gotta navigate your best way through that shit. I say that in pertaining to this page. It's a writer, right? He is a creative writer. He does like ASMR type shit. Creative writer. I'm not sure how long. Shit, I'm not even sure if this is a real page, to be honest with you, because it's like the internet. Because of the internet. But yeah. The main thing is that he says that he's an actor, he says that he's a writer, and I'm looking at his page and I listened to some of his stories, right? And I realized, like, I'm looking at his thumbnail. Even something as simple as thumbnail. If you're gonna stand on it, stand on it. What do you think is on his thumbnails? What type of art do you think is on his thumbnail? What type of art do you think is on his thumbnails? AI art. AI art. Remember when I said if we're going to come together as artists, let's come together as artists. I feel like writers are artists. They're creative. They paint pictures in people's heads with words. He's not the only one, but let's keep it above. This is not a one-time instance. I'm saying that to say that, am I mad that he's doing that? No, I'm not going to Ergo Josh this nigga. You know what I mean? I'm just more so in the aspect of he did what he did. I'm not thinking, oh shit, this AI, so I can't look at this. I'm trying to listen to his fucking story, dog, because I'm here for the ASMR. I'm thinking about it in a consumer mind, not just consuming in the sense of paying money, but consuming the media. Is it good? Do I like it? Does it make me think about am I relaxed? Is it doing the intended purpose of the product that he put out? You understand what I mean? Sometimes I know that this may be sounding like a little harsh to some people, but that's the fucking reality of this. Again, if you're gonna help Carla Ortiz, help her stand on business, cool. Do you? I can't go about life being mad at everything like that, bro. I can't. It is what it is. It's here. What am I doing to help or what am I doing to harm? I can only go about I can't govern the lives of others or how they go about their life. Like I said before, people are being met up with shit like homelessness, dog. You talk about stuff like ethics, like people are talking about shit like ethics, people are talking about shit like code, and it's like we don't even come together on shit like this. I'm talking about the hypocritical nature of the quote-unquote artist, because I promise you, if I was to go to the same person and say, hey, I want to make an AI prompt of writing, and I'm sure he would deter me. He would try to be like, nah, you should do it this way, which I do agree. I do think that you need to go about the aspects of trying to learn those fields. But I'm sorry, just like how you quickly made a prompt to AI to make some art for your YouTube thumbnail, and you didn't actually go and seek an artist for his thumbnail or even a graphic designer, you know what I mean? Like, let's keep it a buck. You know what AI art look like. We all know what AI art. Keep it a buck. Even in the videos they're using AI art motion. Like, we know NVIDIA AI. You know, we know video AI. We know it. We know what it looks like. We know the deformed nature. So I'm just saying, bruh, I don't want nobody to get any type of like lynched, for lack of a better word, for just doing what they doing. If it's a creative process to be able to, as long as it's not, like I said before, as long as it's not harming anybody, as long as it's not stealing any type of money from anybody's pockets, even with the aspect of the George Martin shit, where he talks about AI in the sense of how it's being implemented and how he don't agree, but he also don't agree with fan fiction. And the book that was made, I'm not sure if the book that was made was funded in any type of way, you know what I mean? Like, used it was probably strictly fan fiction where he put it out there and people was just kept circulating it to where it gain popularity. I just go back to the aspect of just let people do what they do, bro. When it comes to creative field, let them create, not let them be predatory, but let them create. Let them use techniques that they need to use, like the Ergo Josh situation. Let people create whatever type of fan fiction that they want to create. If it uses AI, it uses AI. You know what I mean? Until we get any type of regulated, because it's like, even if y'all don't let it happen, it's gonna happen without y'all knowing. Like, people were talking about, I think Cody was bringing up in his video, because I remember him saying that, like, why do you have to be sneaky about it? The reason why these niggas got to be sneaky about it is because the moment they bring that shit up, they will get fucking castrated. You know what I mean? They will be beheaded in any form of shape or form. Like, you could say that I use AI to put my name on it, and people were like, oh my God, why did you use AI? You could have just did that. Of course I could have did that myself. I didn't want to. And I can't believe you did this. Listen, it's a lot of shit to be, as a black man, I got a lot of other shit to worry about. That's all I'm gonna say. I got a lot of other shit, and some fucking artificial intelligence. Nigga, Sonya Macy, rest in peace to her soul. Sonya Macy called the police, and they shot her in her own fucking apartment. I got a lot of other shit to fucking worry about than fucking people not agreeing with aspects of AI. Just keeping it in the buck. People are literally becoming home in America, like at an astronomical rate. And then they're making laws that if you're homeless in certain states, they're making laws that if you're homeless, you should go to jail, or you should be somehow reprimanded. Kind of reminds me of how in the slavery days, vagrancy laws. I got a lot of other shit to fucking worry about, dog. But I digress. I don't want to be that guy, that black man. It's just the truth, though. And to all of the artists that's watching this, or that have come across my page because of the Adam Duff thing, I want to first say that you have to do what's best for you in whatever ways that get your creative juices flowing. If you feel inspired to do it, and you know that your heart is in the right place, and you feel like you go about the ways that you want to make it somewhat a matter of, have to get this juice, I have to get this spark out, get it out, bruh. Do what you got to do, because the moment you see somebody else doing it, what do they say about regret? Like, the moment you see somebody else doing it, it's kind of like you feel like, what the fuck? So get it out. You have technology to help you get it out. Implement it. You understand what I mean? Credit the sources that inspired you. Let them know what type of shit. You know what? I'm not gonna say let them know if you're using AI, because I wouldn't suggest that. Obviously, don't do that. But the main thing is, if you feel inspired to get it out, in a sense of getting it out, then get it out. Now, do you post it? That's on you. That's on you. But as far as like being inspired, it is what it is. Like, it's reference. I keep going back to that shit. Y'all mad at that fucking shit with the Ergo shit? It's reference, dog. It's reference. It is what it is, man. That's all I got to say on this topic. I think it's exhausting because of the aspect of I think that's not acknowledged. And they don't like people with personal choice. You don't get to make that personal choice in the artist community, because you said that you're gonna basically abide by these rules when you call yourself an artist on this internet streets. You not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. Oh boy, let me stop. Y'all be good, man. Have a blessed day. I like that week on, man.